Guys, we are back with part 3 of the Manchester United Class of 92 experiment. If you watch part 2, you will see that Sir Alex Ferguson resigned again, and the question was, who was going to take over the helm and of the young guys at Manchester United? And as you can see, your answer is there. It's Mr. Jurgen Klopp of Borussia Dortmund. Okay, so we'll get right into it, and we're going to go straight to the under-21s and see who's there. Now, Gary Neville at the top of the list. He has an injury, and he has been injured for quite a while with a broken leg. So much so that he only made 4 league appearances, but did get an impressive 2 assists, 2 player of the matches, and an 8.13 average rating, which is fantastic. But as I've just noticed up here, it appears those were on loan at Cardiff, so in the Championship is where he made those appearances. And the broken leg, I can only assume, was a long one that kept him out a long time. We will just check here, his injury. 4 months, so it's not as bad as I thought, so maybe progress hasn't really been made as much as maybe it should have done, but he did get punted out on loan. So his value is at 900k, he has been cut 4 times by the England under-21s, and he is on a 13.25k per week wage. And has a contract for another 3 years, so he's got plenty of time, age 19, to develop still. Next up is his brother, Phil, who has been loaned to Middlesbrough in the Championship. So 8 appearances, 1 assist, and a 6.57, pretty average rating for him. Valued at £1.3 million, he has a 12 under-21 caps for England, age 19 of course, and 10.5 grand a week, and has 3 years remaining on his contract. Again, we'll say it, out on loan, get some experience, and he has got plenty of time to develop. Maybe Jurgen Klopp had a different way than Louis van Gaal did, because Louis van Gaal actually used Phil Neville last season. Sorry, Sir Alex Ferguson used him last season, not Louis van Gaal. The reason I'm talking of Louis van Gaal is because, of course, we made Sir Alex Ferguson the manager, so what happened to Louis van Gaal? Well, he's actually just been sacked by Arsenal this season on this experiment. I will show you the table very shortly. So that's Phil Neville. And the next one will be Nicky Butt, the one really least developed. He made 9 league appearances, but those were for Fulham on loan in the Championship, and getting a 6.69 average. Valued at 450k, he's got 3 years on his contract, 8 grand a week. 1 England under-21 cap, which he has gotten since the last episode of this. Age 19, again, plenty of time to develop. Next season will be a big season for these guys that aren't quite on par with another couple that you will see in a minute. Nicky Butt, Phil Neville, Gary Neville, all being loaned out, so they have a big season in the next episode for them. And Paul Scholes currently injured. He has 2-3 months out with knee tendonitis. We will check his history of injuries. And 2 months, 3 weeks, 4 months. So basically he's been injured the whole season, and that will tell us why he has not made an appearance other than pre-season at all in any competitive football for the club or out on loan. 6.25 per week. He has 2 years remaining on his contract, valued at £475,000, age 19. Again, big season for Paul Scholes next season under Jurgen Klopp. So, that's the Neville brothers, Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes looked at. And as you can see up here, they did play some under-21 games, and they helped Manchester United to 16 wins, 22 games played, and 6 losses, 45 goals scored, 6 goals conceded, 48 points, won them the league, which is pretty decent. They won it by 6 points, but now let's go to the first team, and I'm sure you've got it in your memory who the other 2 are that I haven't showed you from the 21s. They are in the first team. First off, we'll go to Mr. David Beckham. Now, last season, he didn't even get involved in the first team at all, so he has made progress this season. And Jurgen Klopp obviously likes him. Valued at 3.2 million, aged 19, 121 cap, 8 grand a week, 2 years left on his contract, rotation with the first squad, it's good for him. He has made 16 first team appearances and 1 sub appearance, 2 goals, 7 assists, which we expect that to be pretty decent, 4 player of the match, and an 8.02 average. And it looks like he's done quite well in the under 21s as well for non-competitive matches. 46 games, 8 goals, a mammoth 37 assists, as we expect from Mr. David Beckham. So he has made huge strides this season, and hopefully will keep on progressing, because it would be great to see one of them break into the first England team. So that is Dave Beckham, massive progress. And final one is Ryan Giggs, the Welshman, who has now got 5 caps for the Welsh side and 17 under 21 apps and 5 goals for the under 21 side. So he played 27 games in the league, 6 games in the cup, 10 European matches. That's the first time any of the guys have played a European match. And 43 in total, 4 goals, 11 assists, 1 player of the match, 7.40 average, and a massive £8 million value. He is dubbed as a wonder kid, as you can see here. Rotation is his squad status, and he has come on humongously. So guys, 4 of them are doing average, 3 of them have been loaned out, 2 of them are in the first team, and there is all to do in the next episode, because I believe it could be make or break for some of them, the likes of Nicky Butt, Phil Neville, who was in the first team squad under Sir Alex Ferguson, relegated from Klopp's team, Gary Neville and Paul Scholes. Of course they did get injured, but it's a massive season for them next one, and Ryan Giggs, Dave Beckham have come on leaps and bounds. So we will go to the Manchester United squad to see who these guys are mixing up with, see who they've signed since we very first started. Jan Vertonghen, they usually do on Football Manager, Nicholas Otamendi, Jason Murillo, James McCarthy, Hulk, and that is almost it. I believe they signed Falcao on a permanent. Of course he is like a god on Football Manager, but we'll keep the real life side of things away. So we will go to the league just before we leave this part of the experiment. As you see, third. The last 2 seasons finished 4th. 38 games, 23 wins, 6 draws, 9 losses, 66 goals, 36 conceded, and 75 points. Only 5 points from the league winners. So they have made progress over the last 2 seasons, and definitely under Klopp compared to Sir Alex. Now I'm puzzled. Louis van Gaal was a free agent, and he's just left. He's just left Arsenal, so I'm puzzled as to why they mutually parted. I just don't get that. But anyway, guys, so that is, well, you can see up here, Arsenal Park Company with Louis van Gaal, blah blah blah. That is a bizarre one. Wins the title, gone, boom, see you. Right. So guys, that is another part of the Football Manager WizKids Class of 92 experiment. Massive views on the first one, about 440 views as it stands, and I don't know what it is on the second one. I think it's about 150 as it stands. But guys, this is a really enjoyable experiment we're doing here. Thank you to everybody tuning in, and I hope you continue to. Part 3 will, sorry, this is part 3. Part 4 will come to you on probably Tuesday, but we will see. Maybe earlier. Thanks for tuning in, guys. The Class 92 experiment from me, James Beattie. Check out my YouTube channel and give me a sub. Thanks very much. Goodbye.